Well, hello, my Fierosian brothers and sisters, and in-betweeners. Hello! Welcome to me, Fieros, on the channel of Rebornness. Are you feeling reborn? Oh yeah, look, got my little money thing there. This is the channel of how to become a nutter. An eccentric person, such as I. How to be eccentric. This is a inner child haul. I have been shopping. This doesn't count. This doesn't count. Hold on. Yeah, so I've got some goodies. It's an inner child haul. So I am nourishing my inner child by getting him things. So I went to Sainsbury's. Yeah, that doesn't count. Right. I'm also nourishing my inner adult by getting him jeans. He needs the jeans. Because I just feel like I don't have enough jeans. I kept splitting the ass crack in the jeans. I kept rupturing the crotch. Because my crotch is too powerful. It cannot be contained. Alright. So, I've been to Sainsbury's. Are you ready for an inner child haul? Do you want to see what I have got my inner child to play with? Now, the original idea that I went out with was, alright, I'm going to get some Play-Doh. Because I need to make some deities. You know, as you do. I need to make some Play-Doh deities. I'm thinking I need to make a Buddha, like a sort of sit-down Buddha in gold. Because I've got a statue of Buddha, you know about that, if you've been watching my channel at all. You know I've got a little Buddha statue that I carry around. It's like my little pet, it's like my little friend. It's my imaginary friend, but it is real at the same time. So I got him and I thought, oh, okay. The only thing about him is that he's pre-made, as in, you know, like I didn't put anything in to make him, I just bought him, right? So I thought, maybe I should make my own Buddha that is more kind of representative of me, I guess, yeah. I already feel like the Buddha is representative of me, but it's like, maybe I could kind of get even more in touch with it. I just feel like it'll be more sort of personal if I've actually made the Buddha myself rather than kind of just buying a shop bought one. And also the thing with the shop bought one is it's really mass produced. Yeah, it's really mass produced. So it's not real gold, for example. You know, it's like some plastic thing covered in fake gold leaf stuff. So although it does look quite nice, it's not real, if that makes sense. It's a sham. It's a corporate sham, man. Yeah, so I thought, okay, I'm going to make my own just a small little Buddha statue deity. And then I thought, action Buddha. I'm going to make an action Buddha. I thought, yes, because I feel like, right, one of my purposes in life, my sort of action purposes, is to make spirituality accessible for the non-religious person, or the sort of your average person, like who doesn't know anything about it and doesn't really care anything about it, but that somehow if I can make spiritual ideas and feelings and sensation and concepts, but not even concepts, just the sort of the feeling or the realization of a spiritual path, if I can make that accessible to people who haven't read anything, for example, but they just naturally feel it kind of like a kinship with something that I do, whether it's artwork or music or poetry or drawings or statues or cartoons or something. I mean, cartoons like an animated thing. I'm thinking in the future I'll be doing some more in-depth animations. I've only done a little bit of animation so far, but I have the idea that I want to make some kind of animation, yeah, or in books, whatever. I want to make spirituality accessible for people who have no interest in spirituality really, but that because you can convey spirituality through secular things. You don't need to it doesn't have to be clothed in jargon, it doesn't have to be clothed in religion. It can be just normal stuff, but that is infused with a sense of spirit and power and presence and fun and joy. So yeah, so I'm going crazy. So action Buddha. So I'm thinking I need to make a kind of action Buddha. He's going to have his powerful spoon because I thought you can't have a sword really, because that's too kind of, I don't like violence. So he's going to have a spoon and he can feed people. And he'd be action Buddha and he'd walk around like you. He can still whack you with it if you're being bad, you know. So be careful. But mainly he uses it to spoon and sort of spoon things. Food, whatever. Sock puppets. So I'm going to make your own sock puppets. We're going to have sock puppets on the channel. I might even use these, you know, to do my Fieros story time, because that would just be... I saw these and I picked it up, and as soon as I started picking it up and I looked at this little face of this red dude, and I thought, oh yeah, and then I started putting it down, but I realised, like, as I was bringing it to me, my face started to go like this, and I thought, okay, I noticed a smile there, and then I put it down. I was like, no, come on, sock puppets, no. Oh wow. I thought, oh come on, it's only £3. So yeah, we're going to have some sock puppets on the channel. I'm afraid it's just going to become like Mr. Garrison with his little hat puppet, Mr. Hat. Ooh, shit. So, okay, I don't know what that is. So we might have Fieros story time, but we're definitely going to have Fieros story time with sock puppets. I could just use these as actual socks. What are these? These are bits of stuff. Bits of stuff are always useful. Always bits of stuff. Red bits of stuff. And the eyes. The eyes! Okay, so I'm going to make spiritual sock puppets, obviously, because everything I do has to be spiritual, because otherwise I don't feel like I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy! Yeah, so what are these? Moustaches. They're obviously for sock puppet stuff. Right, so that's that. And we have an instruction manual, which can fuck off. It might give me ideas, though. Yeah, I've got mad with power! Okay, so what's in here? Sainsbury's, make your own sock puppets. Parental supervision is required. Oh. Whoa, it tells you how to make them. Now, I will use those, but I will not use their designs. So, this whole thing is like inner child work. What is inner child work? Let's just do a brief thing about that. So, inner child work is about reconnecting with the child inside you. There can be various reasons to do that. The child inside of you is the feeling part of you, the playful part of you, the part that is alive and feels magical and has excitement for things. You know, the child inside you is also the soul of you as well. It's the seat of your soul. It's your true happiness in life, because when you're a child, you're at the most innocent stage, you're the most happy. You have a lot of needs, but your happiness is at the sort of purest state. Yeah, so reconnecting with your inner child is basically about refinding your joy in life and having fun, uncomplicated fun, playing, and that, because if you don't have a healthy, active inner child, then you become basically dead inside, and you take life too seriously, and you do all the things you're supposed to do in life. You know, you have your job, your car, your marriage, whatever it is, and everything is just flat or dull or boring, and you have to do unhealthy things like drugs or, I don't know, whatever unhealthy things it is to give yourself a sense of fun in life. So that's that. So that's the sock puppet thing. So I'm going to put those there. Now, what else do we get? We got shiny crazy paints, which are my least favourite purchase, I must say. I don't like them, but I figured that I should use them because they do have magic powers. I got some other poster paint, so I'm working on this piece at the moment. Piece of work, a nasty piece of work. No, I'm working on this piece of paint, a painting. So I've got all these paints, poster paints, right? Because I figured that the glitter ones, I'm going to mix them in with the other ones, so we just get this kind of glittery, sparkly feeling. Because, you know, glitter is a magical thing, isn't it? So I want this piece that I'm making to be the most bright and colourful piece I have ever done. The happiest looking piece, because a lot of my pieces of work have been a bit kind of dark and broody, and I feel like, okay, that's a thing, fine, but I feel like I just want to make something that's pure joy and happiness for once. And I got my Play-Doh! Got two things of this. It even tells you how to mix the colours on the back there. So I don't know if I will be mixing them though. So these are for my action Buddha, and I just want to kind of create deities and trinkets. Like I've been kind of obsessed with the idea of talismans for a number of years, and I have never done anything about it. Like I always feel like talisman, you know, like a talisman. Let's look up the word talisman. I know what it is, but I just want to get a proper good definition of talisman. It's an item, a small item that has special powers basically associated. An object, typically an inscribed ring or stone, that is thought to have magic powers and to bring good luck. So I've always been fascinated with the idea of a talisman. Like, I just feel like I need a talisman. I need a talisman. Yeah, and I suppose this is kind of a talisman, but it's not. I want to create a talisman. Like, so let's have a quick look. Talisman, an object. Talisman is an object that someone believes hold magical properties that bring good luck to the possessor or protect the possessor from evil or harm. According to the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, that sounds interesting, a magical order active in the United Kingdom during the late 19th and early 20th century, a talisman is a magical figure charged with the force which it is intended to represent. Exactly. So I believe in magical powers. I believe in spiritual powers. I believe in healing powers. I believe in manifestation powers. I don't think I've been particularly using mine much, but I use them a little bit. I think. Who am I talking like? I'm talking like an idiot. I think that really talismans are the best thing whatever came out. I think they're the best. I think that everyone should have one. Let's have a quick look. So the order also cautions that one must take great care in creating a talisman and ensure that the physical item's symbolism closely represents the intended purpose of the talisman. I'm glad I did this. The order notes that the forces depicted by the item should be in exact harmony with those you wish to attract, and the more exact the symbolism, the easier it is to attract the force. So, talismans. What forces do I wish to attract? Well, I wish to attract the talisman of money. So maybe I'll just create a giant coin. Yeah. I don't really like coin money though. I mean, I've got it there, but coin money sucks. I want note money, so I'll just make a paper. No. Amulets and talismans. Yeah. Well, I'll think of something. I just want to kind of create it. I just want to have something that focuses my spiritual energies into a particular focal point that I can use as a concentration aid. You know, it's just good to have something to fixate upon when you want to think about stuff, or you want to kind of create a state of mind in yourself. Yeah, so that's that. So talismans, I may make some talismans out of this, but I think I just want to kind of make. I also had another idea actually about these Play-Doh things, which is some of my artwork is a bit kind of two-dimensional, as in it's flat looking because I draw flat shapes, and I don't always invest my cartoons or whatever I draw with a sense of 3D. Things tend to be very flat, like this is just a flat image that you're looking at with no real sense of depth. So I was thinking I could create some little sort of shapes or dudes out of these Play-Dohs, put them in a scene, like sort of set them in a spatial arrangement to each other, a diorama if you will, and then draw them. So not only would I have made some cool little items, but I will also be able to kind of put them in positions and whatnot, and then draw the scene so that I can have like a way to put more three-dimensional rendering into my artwork. So it's all going on. So that's that Play-Doh. And then my final little treat was I got myself a toy car, a Gran Turismo toy car. Now this one I felt like I almost didn't get it because I was like, oh, I can't have it, I'm allowed it. But I got myself a McLaren F1 GTR, which at one point was one of my favourite cars. Oh man, I almost then sort of thought, oh, I can't get it because it's too cool, it's too flashy, it's too expensive. You know, there's no way I'd actually be able to have one of these in real life. So let's open it. Wow. Oh yeah. Now that has got some concentrated power. Maybe that can be my talisman. Just wear that. That's wicked! Make a necklace with that on it. Man, you know, you people don't think of anything. I think of everything good. And I could even string it around there. Yeah. This is my next necklace. My next... Yeah. Ah! I've achieved enlightenment. This is the enlightenment. I'm Action Buddha. Give me a spoon. I used to have a spoon in here. I am going to make a necklace out of this. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. If I want to make a necklace with a car on it, I'll make a damn necklace with a car on it. Yeah.
I need a car. Part of the reason to get this is like I want to attract my own car. I not necessarily want to attract this car, but it would be cool. But I don't like these things because they're too fucking loud. I hate loud cars in public. And they feel wasteful as well, you know. Like, it's very beautiful, though. Very beautiful car. But it feels wasteful. It feels like it's kind of destroying the planet. If it looked like that, right, I get it to look like that, my car, but it just has like a 1.1 engine in it. And it's made out of cheese. It was made out of plastic. So basically what I have is like a Ford Fiesta engine and chassis, and then you just have this made of plastic over the top, and I just drive around in a McLaren F1. But it goes like maximum, it goes just like 70 miles an hour. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I'm getting obsessed. This car is amazing though. So if I do need a car. I don't have a car anymore. I don't have the money for a car, so but this is just gonna like focus my intentionality on. Maybe I should make a hat with it on. Put it there like that, hat boy. But it's definitely going to be a necklace for one thing. So yeah. Oh man, you can't even see it. Okay, so I should go now. Oh man, I can feel it. I can feel like the car is in pain. It needs my love. It feels like my inner car is injured because I haven't had a car for ages and I feel sad about not having a car. So now at least I have a small car and I can work towards having a big car in real life. Maybe not a McLaren F1. But to be fair, if I've got this in like my imagination, if I have a McLaren F1 in my imagination, then anything else in the real world is going to be better because it's not imaginary. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like an actual Ford Fiesta in real life is better than an imaginary McLaren F1, isn't it? Surely. I mean, I can't drive around in this. Anyway, okay, so that's my haul. Sock puppets, the paint, the Play-Doh, the car. Man, I feel good. Is there anything else necessary? The only thing I could have done as well is to got myself some ice cream. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you figure out a way to nourish your inner child. Yep.